Hello, welcome to another fresh edition of Poly Playbook.
We're serving up all the hot action, cool plays,
and everything in between for Cal Poly Athletics.
I'm Connor McCarthy.
I'm Nate Edelman.
I'm Brian Chong.
Poly Playbook starts now.
Who do you think will win the Super Bowl this year?
I think the Patriots are going to win.
Hi, I'm Joe Schutz, and I'm here at Spanos Stadium.
I'm Megan Healy here at Staples Center.
Myself will be taking on Sierra Highland, best pitcher in Big West softball history. Let's see how this goes.
Tune in every week to Poly Playbook, right here on Mustang News.
Hello and welcome to another fresh edition of Poly Playbook. We're serving up all the hot action, cool plays, and everything in between for Cal Poly Athletics. I'm Nate Edelman. Poly Playbook starts now. Cal Poly Beach volleyball team is now ranked number 6 in the nation. The team continued its strong start to the season yesterday after defeating Tulane 4-1 in the Fight of the Fort tournament at Texas Christian University. The Mustangs' wins from the weekend improved their record, making it 7-2 on the season. Number 2 Cal Poly duo sophomore Emily Sunny and junior Samantha Manley won their 9th match in a row, remaining undefeated for the season. Number 5 pair freshman Macy Gordon and sophomore Heather Pembroke also remain undefeated this weekend. The team will travel to Santa Cruz this weekend to play against Pacific, San Francisco, and Portland. Men's basketball dropped their games against UC Riverside and UC Santa Barbara to end the season. Junior forward Kubanita led the Mustangs with 15 points against Riverside, but the Mustangs never led against the Highlanders. The Highlanders were led by sophomore guard Dikembe Martin, who had 20 points. The Mustangs lost 72-63. Junior forward Josh Martin led the Mustangs with 20 points against the Gauchos, and senior forward Luke Meikle added 8 points. Santa Barbara shot 67% from the field in the second half and went on to win 86-61. Next, the Mustangs enter the Big West tournament as the 7th seed as they take on 2nd seed UC Santa Barbara. Tune into Mustang Game Day at 7:30, pre-gaming the showdown. Senior guard Victor Joseph and junior guard Donovan Fields, Cal Poly's top 2 scorers, earn all Big West Conference honorable mention recognition. Fields finished the regular season ranked 4th in the NCAA with a 92% free throw percentage, and Joseph was 9th in scoring in the Big West Conference with 14 points per game. Cal Poly women's basketball team took on Hawaii with a chance to clinch a double bye in the Big West Conference tournament. Senior guard Dinlea Pepe scored a game-high 30 points as women's basketball took down Hawaii in the last game of the season. The Mustangs took a commanding lead, up 21-8 after the first quarter. Hawaii kept the game close, coming back to tie the game multiple times. But senior forward Emily Anderson kept the Mustangs ahead with a 6-point fourth quarter, with Cal Poly taking the 67-61 lead. Cal Poly finished 2nd in the Big West Conference and earned a bye straight to the semifinals of the conference tournament. They'll play at the Honda Center in Anaheim at 2:30 p.m. this Friday. After helping the women's basketball team earn the 2nd seed, 4 Mustangs were selected for all-conference honors. Senior guard Dinlea Pepe made the all-conference first team, and her twin sister Linlea Pepe earned an honorable mention. Junior guard Di Staley was selected for the Best Hustle Player Award, and freshman guard Aziana Basala was named the 6th Woman of the Year. Cal Poly baseball team moves to 5-7 overall after hosting University of Pacific this past weekend in the newly renovated Baggett Stadium. Strong pitching and sporadic drizzles made it difficult for Cal Poly to make it to the home plate as Pacific took the first game 4-0. Saturday was a whole different ballgame as the Mustangs managed to score 18 runs off of 30 hits. Freshman infielder Tate Samuelson went 5-for-7 and had 6 RBIs, including his first collegiate home run. Cal Poly dominated during Saturday's doubleheader, winning 9-0 and 9-1. 8 of 9 starters finished with a successful day with at least 1 hit. Sophomore left-hander Thomas Triantos finished with 5 scoreless innings during Sunday's game, but it wasn't enough to hold on from Pacific smashing a grand slam in the 6th. The Mustangs would drop the finale of the 4-game homestand, splitting the series. Cal Poly travels to take on Nebraska for another 4-game series starting Thursday, March 8th. Reporter Joe Schutz sat down with leadoff hitter and center fielder Alex McKenna this weekend. Here's what McKenna had to say about this season.
We definitely want to win a Big West title, and win every game that we possibly can. We have to. That's the only chance we got of making a regional is to try and take each game with the same mentality and play as hard as we can and get a win every single time if we can. But definitely Big West, and then hopefully end up in a regional and see where we can go with it. Just all those little things that we got to do well. We just got to play overall just better fundamental baseball as a whole, and we should be okay. I always look forward to playing Cal State Fullerton. One of my really good buddies from high school is their starting right fielder there for the last 3 years, so it's always good to have some friendly competition against teams like that. The UCSB is always a really fun one as well, just because the blue-green rivalry and all that. So those are two series that are always really, really, really fun.
Cal Poly softball split a 4-game tournament last weekend in the Garmin Classic. Cal Poly took a 3-2 victory against the Iowa Hawkeyes for their first game on Saturday. Junior Crimson Kaiser hit her first home run of the season. On Sunday, Michigan took the early lead in the game, and the Mustangs were not able to catch up, losing 11-3. Sunday morning, the Mustangs lost to Fresno State 3-2 after resuming the game from the bottom of the 4th inning, after it was postponed on Friday due to rain. On Sunday, the Mustangs came back from their loss against Michigan and beat the Spartans in extra innings 4-3. Cal Poly wrestler Colton Schilling won the Pac-12 championship. Reporter Megan Chatfield caught up with the star wrestler.
Cal Poly senior wrestler Colton Schilling took home the Pac-12 Conference Championship title on February 25th. This is Cal Poly's first Pac-12 champion in 5 years.
It's been a long time coming. I've put in 5 years of work in college, and then all the preparation of wrestling in my life up to that point. That was definitely one of my goals coming into college, was to be a Pac-12 champ. And so to finally achieve that goal and have all my family and friends there from my hometown was just it was just a nice big breath of fresh air, and just to get that out of the way and get that win for my boys back here in San Luis Obispo, my coaches, and my family and friends at home.
Schilling earned a 15-6 major decision in Oregon, beating Russell Roethling from CSU Bakersfield.
I was just excited because he was wrestling well. I think he's wrestling the best that he has since we've been here for the past 2 years. And it's a great time to be wrestling good.
That now, after 15, 20 years of wrestling now, that it's all come to an end. I mean, I'm just now getting that feeling and realizing just how much we put in together throughout all the years, all the cutting weight together, all the sweat, all the blood, all the traveling, school. We both came to school together. That's how much we love each other, and it's tough to see it all come to an end, but I'm just enjoying every minute of it. So.
Michelle Chatfield with Mustang News.
Men's tennis defeated both St. Mary's and UC Santa Cruz in a doubleheader on Sunday. The number 40 ranked men's tennis team defeated St. Mary's University 4-0 and UC Santa Cruz 7-0 in their games at Cal Poly this past weekend. St. Mary's won their only match of the day on Sunday morning, taking down Josh Ortlip and Alex Damians in doubles. The Mustangs then struck back, winning the rest of their games in straight sets. In singles, only 3 matches finished before the dual match was decided in favor of the Mustangs. Later that day, in their game against UC Santa Cruz, the Mustangs won every match against the Banana Slugs. The dual match doubleheader brought the Mustangs' record to 9-4 overall.
Well, that's a goal for us to be top 50 every week. So for now we go, but we want to be to rise and be top maybe 35. That's the primary goal, and yeah.
Well, it's tough, but I try to focus on every point, so I don't dwell on how tired I am, and I just keep playing, keep fighting.
Women's tennis lost against San Jose State in San Jose this past weekend as the Mustangs lost 4-0 to the Spartans. Freshman Grace Oliphant managed to win her first set against Jackie Wagner before the match was called. The Mustangs are now 3-7 this season and will take on Sacramento State on Saturday and Santa Clara on Sunday. Former Cal Poly defensive end linebacker Josh Letua-Gassenoa signed a 2-year contract with the Montreal Alouettes of the Canadian Football League. Letua-Gassenoa earned 65 tackles during the 2014 season for the Mustangs, with 6 tackles for loss and 3 sacks. He signed a free agent contract with the NFL Green Bay Packers shortly after the 2017 draft, but was cut after the final preseason game. Here's some of the upcoming action for the Mustangs this week. On Thursday, men's basketball takes on UC Santa Barbara in the first round of the Big West Tournament at 7:30 p.m. at the Honda Center in Anaheim. On Friday, women's basketball will play in the semifinal round against an opponent yet to be determined after earning a bye in the Big West Tournament. The game will be at 2:30 p.m. at Honda Center in Anaheim. And on Friday, softball will host Marist at 5:30 p.m. at Jansen Field. Well, that's all we have for Cal Poly sports action this week. You could follow us on Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook, or you could log on to mustangnews.net for continuous Cal Poly coverage. I'm Nate Edelman. Have a great rest of your week.